to the first 20 years, give or take. It was a childhood of chain-link fences and a dozen kinds of rain, an alluvial epoch of brain and bone and polyhedral dice, muddy ditches and fir trees, mailbox rows, dogs in single file. These words, a surfeit of clinking change, render the past a cosmic vending machine. Primer gray and peeling comic book panels of grandmothers, trailers of men in meth, satanic cults just around the corner, and the only coffee was Folgers. Because we were kids, and we were okay with that. Before the advent of the bagel, before the widespread Americanization of the quesadilla, we were at home with brown skin and nail guns. There was a widespread weaponization of America. The Empire Strikes Back, the old gray-blue Gran Torino, 1969 or 1970, the rains kept coming. Like Kesey himself conjured them from the rising coastal rivers, the timber and the sand dunes, dirty gulls fucking around the back entrance to the liquor stores and hardware stores. Did I tell you about the guy who owned the coast-to-coast store, who molested half a dozen local boys after giving them marijuana and booze and buying, one of them, a muscle car? We all knew, and we didn't tell. I didn't like that boy because he was bigger than me and blonde and a bully. He beat me up from time to time and grew up to be a family man, I've heard. A foreman of something or a builder of things, probably has children of his own to knock around. Now. But when he was being fucked in the ass by a mustachioed man, a pillar of the community, and getting committed to video for weed and beer and a pimpin' ride, I didn't care much. Because we are still here. We are still there. Because some of us can't come down. Did I bring up the railroad tracks bisecting the town like a surgeon's scar? A place to which I return often to pick up cans and polish stones. But no, that's the river. We haven't forgotten about the rain which falls here on cats and dogs. It falls on deer at the edge of town, falls on flowers trampled how many years? Girls I groped behind the green light of the church who died on the highway a few years later, or who died in someone's back room some time ago, who never appeared on the covers of magazines, whose jeans were acid washed, who lived in houses with broken refrigerators. Did we go there on Christmas? Did we worship the devil? Did we get karate kicked to hell by bigger kids on 10-speed bikes, smoking cigarettes, reeking of weed, denim jacket glory seekers? The guy who bought me my first 40-ounce and then wanted me to touch his dick because I almost did for another beer, but instead went home, watched the movies, Stallone, Schwarzenegger. Things were blowing up then. Everything was blowing up then. Wall Street was blowing up then. I was hoping to climb inside and not explode. A big balloon blowing up not with nitrous but with helium or smoke. To float off skyward but not too high, just high enough until my wings started burning but not high enough to melt and fall. To end with a mouthful of salt. To end unacknowledged, apprentice to the sea. To end up in a sailor suit down the coast on a beach on a metal boat, fighter jets below and or above, circle around the opening of my third decade. 20 years behind me, you, historical circumstance, in the sun every morning appearing as from behind a blue mountain, but not an actual mountain, and everything opening up, looking beautiful.